Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, sorry, doing some stretching. Alright, so hello guys, this is me, Fate, here as usual. Okay, so in today's video, I'll be doing a quite consider sensitive topic. Is it sensitive, or whether is it not sensitive? I don't know, but at least I believe this topic is has been like mentioned by a lot of content creators, or had been did or created by a lot of content creators. Okay, so most of you had already guessed by the title. Okay, so today we are doing a fair comparison between Genshin and Wuthering Waves. Okay, so for those who are Hoyo Shields, Hoyo Shields or Kurobots, okay, so a great suggestion from me is you better leave this video, okay, because I don't want to make any like I don't want to start a war. I don't want like to be a Kurobot or Hoyo Shield. I mean, I am a Hoyo Shield previously, but now I'm not. I gave up the title. Okay. But whatever. For those I'm not looking forward to start a war. So don't try to like um use any like clip cut or any part of this video and just like um put it somewhere or just share it to somewhere else. Okay. And also, like, if you want to use this video or anything in this video, make sure to credit me. Okay, so starting with both the games. Okay, so both the games, the first game I actually started playing is Genshin in back in 2021, I believe. All right. So for those who say I'm probably not um and old enough to become a Genshin player, so here's my evidence. I started playing Genshin on 2021 May 2nd, which is somewhere in version 1.3, where Xiao banner just got released. Okay, and then after that is Hu Tao banner, and then there's a first catching ever banner, yeah, and so forth. Yeah, so this is the trio where you can get the first day if you play a bit, progress a bit through the like beginning of the story, you get these three. Okay, all right. I don't know, is this, I forgot, is it February 5th or is it like March 2nd? I forgot. Yeah, so but whatever, like it's 2021. Okay, so I've been playing this game non-stop ever since like that day. Okay, I've been playing for like more than 1,000 days, 1,000 plus, I forgot how much is it. Okay, so after the release of Wuthering Waves, I quit Genshin. Okay, because Wuthering Waves is a much more fun game, okay, for me, compared to Genshin. Okay, so besides the video that I uploaded, the most recent video I uploaded onto my channel, which is a Spiral Abyss clear and me trash talking it, most of the content you had seen for the past few months will actually be HSR content, which is Honkai Star Rail, and sometimes a bit of wuwa. Okay, so the reason why is because Genshin just doesn't feel Genshin to me anymore. Okay, because why? Because following with the like new part of Netland, okay, Netland's released the new nation. I feel I have a feeling that keeps telling me like they no longer put effort into like their what they previously do, which is like making good stories, and then like genuinely focus on the character itself. Okay, like they did a pretty good job. Like back in 1.3, everything is normal here. Everything is completely normal. At Liyue and maybe Inazuma, that time everything is normal until the release of like Fontaine and Natland. Okay, so as we all know, power creep is one of Hoyoverse tradition. Okay, power creep is definitely one thing. You really can see all the drama on the internet with like Honkai Star Rail. And Honkai Impact Third, the game power creeps literally every single patch. Okay, whenever they release a new character, power creep, power creep, power creep. Okay, Honkai Star Rail is like it's following that path but at a much slower rate. But Genshin has power creep, but it's much slower compared to the previous two that I just mentioned. Okay, and then Zone Zero also started doing power creeps. Yeah, so like you need to understand, like it's one of the tradition for gacha games to like actually start having power creep. At a certain point, you need to like get used to it. Okay, I don't care what game it is. Every game has power creeps. It's just like whether it's so damn slow or whether the power creep is just reverse power creep or it's power creep in another different way that it doesn't really matter. So that's like what Wuthering Waves do. Like even though there's power creep, but it's power creep in a good way. Okay, so first to mention is let me check. Okay, first to mention is the exploration because why I hate this game so much after Netland release is because they introduced a new mechanic called Night Soul Blessing and also a thing called Polygiston. So what Polygiston do is this thing under your bar, like you see on your HP bar, there's this like orange color bar. Okay, so what this bar does is only for Netland characters. Okay, so here is an example of my Netland character, which is Silonen. Alright, so the pain in the ass thing is whenever their Night Soul Blessing state is ran out, they can use Polygiston as like an alternate fuel for you to continue your Night Soul Blessing state. Okay, but that thing it doesn't really help that much because it burns out like literally in a few seconds. Okay, it burns out really really fast. So I don't get it, like what's the point of them like adding all these new mechanics that like where they say it's supposed to help with exploration, but honestly I don't see the exploration. So another thing, continue that I want to say is exploration get keep behind paywall. Okay, by that I mean like a lot of people like especially Genshin like Hoyo Shields, Genshin bots, okay, they are all going to come and tell to me, bro, you don't have to pull the character, you know. All you need to do is like actually just get the Saurians, which is like the mobs in this place. Okay, you just get the Saurians, bro. Like you don't have to pull for a character. I mean, if like you get the Saurians, of course you can do the exploration like normal. But characters are there for a reason because they are better than Saurians. Okay, like for example, I'm going to use like Silonen. Okay, because Silonen is the most brutally like comparison when it comes to this. Okay, so I remember there's a Saurian, I forgot what's the name, but it's like a rock dinosaur. Okay, so the thing allows you to go underground and allows you to like climb walls and do a lot of things. Okay, but one downside of the thing is it's considered kind of slow compared to Silonen. Okay, what I'm going to show you here is wall running with Silonen, but much faster. Look at this. Wait, hold up. I need to find the wall. Alright. Yeah. It's just as fast as that. Like, it takes you a few seconds. But if you are using like that Saurian, it's going to take you like maybe like 1.5 times the duration of you getting up the wall, or like 2 times the time that you need to climb the wall. Okay, like this one. Yeah, I even run faster with her, bro. Like so like what's all this like? It's kind of like a paid, as I mentioned, like exploration behind the paywall. And not to mention like other characters like who is it? Mavika is like one of the most obvious one because her alone can do what Shilonen, Kinich, Molani, and Casca can do. So what these other characters can do is Casca can fly in the sky, okay, and Molani can surf on water really really fast, and Kinich can grapple. But since you can fly, why would you actually need grapple? Okay, and Silonem, which you can run on walls. Okay, Malvika can run on walls. She can ride her bike on walls. She can fly with a bike, and then like she can surf on water with a bike. And I also don't know why suddenly Genshin, like a game that is supposed to be fantasy, will suddenly came out with a bike. That doesn't make sense. Okay, this is like, I mean, it's good for you to have like something creative, but I think it's a bit like too far from what we previously have. Okay, so we have like Buba Sword, we have Bull, like we have the ones who throw a bull, and then we have dice and strings. Okay, we have like something like everything is just like this, and then suddenly there's a bike. So at first I see that I was like, yeah, my hype is gone. Because I don't know like why is there suddenly a bike in such a game, because it just kind of doesn't make sense. Okay, because it's supposed to be fantasy. I know you all are going to be say like, bro, it's an isekai anime, it's a game, bro, just let it, a game is a game. Okay, but still, it still doesn't kind of make sense, isn't it? Like imagine everyone is still using like sword, and then maybe like their face, or maybe like some other things, and then suddenly this motherfucker just came up with a bike. And then somehow this thing is the power creep among everything. Because all you need is like her and her weapon with Sitlali. And then guess what? Your bike rams down at least 1 million. That's how crazy it is. If there's no 1 million, it's going to be a definitely 60G if you melt it. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, exploration like gated behind a paywall. So this is like definitely one of the worst things I experienced. But luckily I got like the trio, the trio like before I actually quit the game, which is where is it? I got Molani, I got Kinich, and then I got Silonen. Okay, so these three technically still make my gameplay in Netland kind of like playable. Okay, I mean if I use Saurian, I'll probably like just quit the game immediately instead of like everything. Yeah, but I got the characters and then I quit and then I came back. I still can play for a bit, I guess. Okay, so another problem is whenever you're running in Genshin, like just normal running, you're definitely deplete stamina because that's normal sense, okay? But in terms that we say we are playing a game, not to be a hypocrite here, okay? When we are playing a game, we are definitely wishing that we are the main protagonist, we are like the god, the Jesus in this game, okay? Because you are taking over the game, you are taking control, you are playing it, okay? So you definitely feel like I'm supposed to do everything I can. And this is where Genshin can't do it. Because its flaws are there. Okay, why would I say so? It's because when I bring you to Wuthering Waves, for those who didn't play this game, okay, so how this game works is actually when you're running, okay, this is considered running, and it doesn't consume any stamina. It's just me running. It doesn't consume stamina, bro. Like I can even wall run. Let me actually find a wall. Yeah, you can wall run, you can rock run, like anything they allow you to climb on, you can just wall run it. And you might think that, no, maybe it's just this character that can like do the wall run and then they can do like infinite stamina sprint, but let me show you something else. You get my point now? Every single character can do this, which means it is a built-in function since version 1 of this game, the very release of this game. They make exploration to another level where they just give you for free and everything, so you can feel like you are literally in control of this game. So it's more like a user pleasure and a player pleasure. And by the way, you can like double double jump, not double jump, like dash mid air. Okay, this is what also like Genshin doesn't want to do, but they did it. Okay, you can even grapple mid air. All right, they give you the grapple utility for free. Okay, so I mean, a thing is a thing. That's why I came to wuwa, because the quality of life they give you is just way too much compared to what we have been asking for Genshin for the past like 1 or 2 years. Okay, because like imagine, okay, this is the map. Okay, for example, I'm going here. Okay, let me just add. Okay, I'll just start running now. And then maybe some grapple. Okay, yeah, then I'm here. Like over this part of the map, like you can already see it's like so it's like actually very really fast compared to Genshin. If it's in Genshin, like imagine how long will it take you just to get from here to here. Like maybe like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or maybe even more. I'm not so sure. But I all I know is like it's really really damn slow because the only thing you can do in that game is either you have like mobility skills like Yelan or like Scaramouche or maybe like Mavrika, okay, that can like make you run really fast or like draw very fast or whatever term you want to use, okay, that makes you go very fast, okay, unless you will need to just like right click and right click, okay, you don't have any options. The only options is you pressing W, spamming right click using dash and not sprinting because we all know sprinting in the game is slow, okay, it's slow and it's a waste of stamina compared to dashing because dashing gives you like longer distance with just like 1 bar of the stamina decrease, okay. So yeah, you can already see like the difference, and the stamina is like it regens really fast. Like look at this, bro. I'm just going to like spend all of them here and then like okay, count now. One. Wait. Okay, I'll use my skill as a count bar. Okay, it took around like 10 seconds to get completely like filled in. Okay, but then oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so when you're running out of combat, your stamina is technically infinite. Okay, because like as you can see here, it doesn't really consume any stamina. So it's like just you running, you can just run infinitely. Okay, this is what also makes like the exploration in this game like a totally next level. Because you can explore so fast that you don't feel like you are having any penalty. You're not having much penalty. Probably the only penalty is you have to like upgrade your stamina, which is like through data bank. Oh yeah, not to mention, remember where you have to collect all the Qlers in the game, okay, to upgrade your stamina bar. In this game, it works different, okay, because your stamina is kept behind this thing, okay, and to get like upgrade your so-called data bank level, okay, all you need to do is actually just to like find mobs to kill and you collect them, okay. After you collect them according to level, it'll give you the exp, and with enough exp, it just upgrades you to the level and it just give you the boost you need, which is an increase of max stamina. Right, so overall it's pretty easy to achieve. Alright, compared to Genshin where you have to like find a way, or you need to open an interactive map, or you just need to run around the map collecting killers like a fucking idiot, and you need to spend hours doing that, okay, which is not really like efficient. Okay, imagine if you came back home from work tired, all right, exhausted, and then you open the game, you just want to enjoy it, and then suddenly it reminds you that your killers, your geo killers, your animal killers or whatever killers it is, you haven't finished collecting them, so you have to like purposely grind for it, grind to get the killers, and then where here you just have to kill some mobs and then pray they just drop the copy and just take the copy and you just get the XP. Do you see the difference now between how companies treat each other? Where Hoyoverse treat Genshin as a money grabbing game, okay? Where Wuthering Waves treated this game as like a connection between them and the players. Okay, it's like they give you almost the max level of respect, okay, and then they like, and then the players will like just talk it out, and then they listen, they make improvements because they just hit like version 2, okay, and the quality of life amounts they did is already more than Genshin Impact. I would say. Okay, so next part of this will be flying. Okay, so remember we all know like in Genshin in Natlan you can fly with Casca or Mavuika, alright, or you can use the Saurian, alright. What is the Saurian called? QQ Saw? Is it QQ? I forgot the name. No, or you can like just glide with this. I forget what's the name of this. It starts with I, but I forget. Ikidomo Saw or something. I forgot. Okay. So flying with this, I would say it's like a rather terrible experience because, as I say, 5-star limited characters are sold for a reason. Okay, they are better in some parts of the mechanics. Okay, so without Casca or Mavuika, you technically can't fly as like good as you wish to be, like as satisfying as you want it to be. Okay, let me actually find the Saurian that requires this. Yeah, I actually can't. Where the hell are they? I actually can't find even like one. Bro, why is it not like this? Okay, I found one here. Okay, so how this thing flies is you press spacebar and it flies. All right, see how fast the Pokestone actually start burning. Okay, yeah, and then you have like these special mechanics that like let you to have a continuous flying. But overall, I would say my experience is really bad in this like new area. Okay, previously this area is fine, like all this area is fine until they release like this new area, and then I was like completely annoyed. I just quit the game. Okay, so flying here, I mean there's flying stamina, but like look at how fast the bar actually burns. Okay, so definitely you can fly upwards. You can just fly normal, and once that bar runs out, you are definitely cooked. Okay, so that's technically it. Or you can just glide slowly like this, but yeah, it would just be a complete waste of time. Okay. Also, and then now yeah, a lot of people are going to say, bro, you are exploring the wrong way. You are not supposed to fly like that. You're supposed to run from land to land, then just fly from place to place, like close places. Then what's the point of you like playing this game, bro? Because even if like your exploration is so time consuming is okay, but if it's fun, I would just like waste all my time for that. But what I'm experiencing here now is it can be very boring because all you do is still the same. It's like you glide slowly, you start flying, your stamina ends, you glide slowly. Okay, so what technically has the same. It's also region lock flying, but let me show you how it's actually better. Okay, it's locked in this new region called Rinasita. Okay, and I'll tell you how. I'll tell you why they did better. It's like a really fair comparison, and it's just very simple. Like why it's made better. It takes some time to load. Okay, so here, all right. I'm going to start. Okay, so I'm going to double jump and then I start flying. Do you see how fast it actually is? And the stamina bar is like a separate one compared to the original one. So like even after you land, you can still immediately start running, right? And see how high you can actually fly. You can actually even see the whole thing here, bro. Like yeah, it's just like that. All right. If you ran out of stamina, you automatically stop flying, and then all you need to do is like you land and you stop running if there's an enemy just like this. Okay, you can continually start running, and then once you get out of their sight, you can continue and fly. So it's just that simple. Like it's not locked behind a paywall, bro. You can even switch characters mid flying. You can even just like I press 3, then I'll switch to character. I press 1, it switches back. Okay, and it's not locked behind a paywall. All you need to do is just play the story in a bit into the new region, and they'll just give you this gadget. And in order to like increase your flag stamina, which is this thing, okay, from all you need to do is like in these new regions, okay, just get 25% exploration, and then you're all good. And then you can get like the max flag stamina. And it's pretty easy to get 25% because when you click on this, it literally tells you like here where you can track or the like the treasure spots or all the challenges. You don't have to run around in the map cluelessly like an idiot or a buffoon just to trying to like find that chest or that challenge. Okay, this one tells you literally where it is, where you can find. Okay, so it's time saving, and this is also one of the reason why you see all of my regions here are 100%. I didn't do any explorations. I just follow what the like this all this here said. Like you see this dream patrol, overflowing pallet, dream patrol, all these things. Yeah, those are the things. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, flying. Yeah, flying in this game is much more fun because it lets you like fly really really fast, and also like it's not paywall restricted, right? Next will be our farming wise. Okay, when it comes to farming, especially in these kind of games, okay, I would like to say wuwa also takes a lead forward. Okay, you see like it's not just wuwa. HSR also did the same thing. Like, how would I say this? Okay, first let me make an example. So today is Wednesday. Okay, so imagine if I online and I remember I want to farm for a character, and then the talent book says Tuesday, Friday, or Sunday. Okay, you see the problem with this? I just don't get it. Like, why are they still restricting the days that these talent books can be farmed? They should honestly just remove this restriction. Like, what's the problem with you opening it like 7 days a week? It just doesn't make sense that you only open all domains on Sunday. It just doesn't make sense. Because if you can do it in Honkai Star, you open every single thing, like every single all the time, then why can't you do it here? It's just opening, like, make everything 24/7. It's not like your server is going down for maintenance, like, a few days or something. No, it's not. It's always on. So what's the problem of you, like, trying to restrict this, like, this thing to, like, let, let players not to farm? Like, isn't it even better if you open it every day so players can get online every day and just farm whatever they want and just spend their resin? Okay, so that's one point, and because let me show you something in wuwa. Alright, so in wuwa here, their farming is actually extremely made simple. Alright, so here are the materials. I would like to say weapon and skill materials if you pay attention. It's just not for weapon or just for skill, it's both. Okay, excuse me. It's like for this one, this metallic drip, it's for sword characters only. And it works for all sword characters. Unlike Genshin, where you have like different talent books for different domains. Okay. And then like you need to farm at every new nation and you see new enemies and then you just fight them and it gets extremely annoying. Okay. So in this game, let me tell you, if you overfarm your previous materials, what happened? They share all of them. Okay. 212. Okay, let me show you another sword character. This one. Alright, see? 220, 212. They share the same exact fucking material for all the character who have the same weapon type, who technically wields the same weapon type. Okay, so for example, this one, she wields a broad blade. Okay, and then her materials will be like this, wave one residue. Alright, I'm going to pick another like broad blade character, so it will be Kakaro. Okay, see, wave one residue, but it's just higher rarity. So what does this mean? You only have to farm one domain. You don't have to run around like an idiot. Okay, you just camp there, farm, and then just upgrade. It's just as easy as that. Okay, the only difference is like they open a new one. I believe it's somewhere here. Okay, yeah, they open a new one in the new region because when you farm this, it drops specialties in this region. Okay, compared to the old ones. Okay, let me go back to, yeah. You see, the old one, it drops different open world loot. Okay, these are, if you don't know, these are open world loot where you can get from like killing open world mobs, but they just give you this also. So like even if you farm this, you might scare that I don't have the materials to like I need to grind open world and kill it. No, you don't actually have to. It works the same technically as Star Rail, where you farm those things and then you just get like these side material scraps that can just help you to like make your gameplay better. You see the difference now? Like in Genshin, if you're going in Genshin, like let me show you. If you're going into any of the talent domains, like this one here, if I remember correctly, yeah, see, it only gives you like this friendship point, some in-game coins, okay, and some of the talent books. It gives you nothing else. So what if people like imagine a returning player, they just came back, okay, and then they want to like they pull a new character because they really love it. Okay, they saw it somewhere on the internet, drip marketing or whatever. They saw it, they fell in love with it. They came back, and then they imagine they're somewhere fall off in like Inazuma, Sumeru, or like Fontaine, and then we are somewhere in like Netland, and then the character is like a Netland character, alright, or a Snatchnaya character. Alright, then what happens? The person will probably pull a character and just leave it somewhere like level 1 or 20 or 30, 40. Yeah, and then he will just like quit the game because like he's just too tired to grind everything. And some of you might probably be like, you bro, you're just being lazy, just explore, or just go into your friend's world and just grab the free materials. Like bro, what if that person plays games alone and he doesn't have friends? Like you need to consider things like that, bro. Like the possibilities. Okay. So that's like the first things, and then next is like, um, how should I say this? Because the artifacts in both games work like kind of different way. Okay, so we all know in Genshin, when you want to farm for artifacts, okay, there are two major ways. Okay, one is you use the strong box, the relic strong box. Another one is you actually go to the domain and farm like an idiot, praying for double crit every day. Okay, or the crack piece that you all have been wishing for. Okay, so in Wuthering Waves, it's actually slightly different. So let me tell you how it works. So in this game, it's called Echo. So what you get here is like you get copies of your like your mobs, your open world mobs, okay, or you can call it Pokemon, right? And yeah, you just get them in open world. All you need to do is just like upgrade them, and then yeah, you just get it upgrade and you just slot them on, okay. And also they have an extra button for this. So for example, I'm using Inferno Rider, okay. So if I click this button here, all right, yeah, then you can actively use the skill and it will be another different kind of output, and also a thing interesting to watch, okay, because some people might like the animations and everything. All right, let me see if the enemy here wants to like give me a drop so I can demonstrate like how this thing works. It doesn't want to drop. Yeah, all of them doesn't want to drop. Um, yeah, but whatever. Okay, let me just explain how it works. Okay, for the all these like echoes you see like I have here, you can obtain them from the open world. Okay, open world as in how. Okay, let me explain to you. So for some of the bosses like this one, okay, or this one, okay, this is like for these bosses, they are not just like normal bosses. Okay, there are some of them just drop the character ascension material. Okay, so like for this one, it drops like all this kind of stuff. Okay, but besides that, it also drops like its own copy of the echo. So what do I mean by they drop their own copy of echo? So let me show you. Okay, Yeah, so as you can see here, this is an echo. Okay, when you collect it, it shows you the stats and everything. Okay, next you come in here and then you check on the like set you want. Okay, and then if you see it, then you can just slide it on. Okay, it's just as simple as that. So you don't really have to like farm the so-called artifact domains here, what we call as tacet fields. Okay, you don't really have to like only farm that for echoes, because you can also farm echoes in open world and you might get a crack one from there. So the only reason when you actually start farming this thing is because of this, which is the upgrade material for your artifacts. Okay, which is similar to the material upgrade you use in Genshin, like the shard or the dust or the whatever it is you call crystal in the game. Okay, also similar to this one item in Genshin, I forgot what is the name. Is it sanctifying elixir or something? I actually forgot. Hold up, let me check the backpack. It should be somewhere here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, sanctifying unction, and there's a higher rarity 4-star one. I forget what is it. Okay, let me just make an example. This one, sanctifying essence. Yeah, so it's similar like this thing. But in Genshin, normally you use artifacts to upgrade artifacts until they recently like implement this sanctifying essence or sanctifying function. All right. But in Wuthering Waves, we use this thing called like premium seed tube. Okay, and to make it even more like straightforward, okay, you can't use echoes to upgrade echoes. Okay, that's why you see my echoes is like 1600 compared to 2000. This is also probably one of the reason like why I have stocked up so many echoes. Alright, but echoes is echoes. At least like you got a lot of like duplicate copies, so whenever you feel like building a character, you can just like immediately get, slap, and then done. Alright, so some of you might wonder like, if I have so many echoes, what should I do? You can go data bank and you can just like throw them inside here. Alright, because if you did them, you get nothing, so why not just like just throw into the data bank and just yeah, just let it do its job. You might like reroll to get a good one if you are like too echo rich like me. Don't ask me why I get so much, I also don't know either. Alright, so that's one thing from farming. Okay, and another main point is you realize like sometimes I get materials after killing or defeating mobs. Okay, compared to where Genshin, you have to press a lot of F button, or you have to click on the like the HUD a lot of times just to get it. Okay, so from now I will find a mob, and then you can pay attention on my left. Okay, like this part of the screen to see like what appears. Yeah, see, it automatically helps you to enter your backpack, so you don't have to like stand on the ground and keep spamming your F button. So this is also one of the quality of life changes, because all you need to do is rush in, just fight, and then just leave. You don't have to stand there and wait for the enemy to die and then to drop out the materials and then only you collect it. Yeah, so that's actually one side or one upside of Wuthering Waves. Next will be character wise. Okay, this is also something that um is obvious during like a lot of gameplays, which is the character models are more detailed and accurate compared to Genshin. Okay, it's not I'm saying Genshin's like character are not accurate, but it's like they are not detailed enough compared to when they are on their poster. Okay, so the biggest example is Ayaka. So this is Ayaka on poster. So you'll see like a lot of details. Okay, like her, what do you say that her head, the hairband decoration, or her hair, or like all the character emotions, or like their eyebrows and everything detailed. But when you actually got the character and you actually zoom in and look, you'll see like the hair is actually not that detailed compared to what is actually like in the poster. Okay, another one is like Kokomi. because like her splash art and poster is actually like you can see there's a lot more details on here, and when you actually got the character, it's like yeah, like you feel like something is off. It's just something is off. Okay, so that's for Genshin, and now I'm going to show like the Wuthering Waves one. Okay, so where is it? The gallery. Okay. So wait. Let me show. I remember there's a splash art display somewhere, or maybe I just like forgot. Okay, never mind. I'll just like show here. So this is her, um, like her 3D model. Okay, you actually use this in battle. So as you can see, like every part of her shirt is like really detailed, like the tiny gold plated like words, and those like decorations, and like the marks on her hand, the tattoo and everything. Yeah, and then her hair is like every hair is like very really detailed. Like you see all the lines, and then you see like the hair decoratives. Yeah, and you might only think like this is maybe like their best selling character, or it's like their most gooner bait character. So they put a lot of details. Okay, so this is Xiang Liao, another 5-star unit you get. Alright, in this game. Okay, so I got it for free because they gave it for free during the event. He is a limited 5-star, and a lot of people missed it because they quit during that time, and sad for them because unfortunately he is one of the top tier units in this whole game to this day. Alright, so as you can see, like his mechanical arm is really detailed. Like you see all the texture on it, alright, and the whole design. And like his character model, like the hairs, the face shape, the eyes and everything, like if you zoom in properly, you see like the eyes are also very detailed. Alright. And he like his overall costume is also like really well made. Instead of like just slapping on like some cheap arts and then just like made out. Okay. And also for other characters like Shopkeeper, you can see like all the details and all the modeling. Ah, by the way, the model in this game, I believe they all made individual or independent models, okay, for every single character, because all of them just like the size or the height or the face shape, all of them just doesn't look the same. Like some of them will have like some of them are taller, like even though they are like kind of like the same age feeling, okay, some of them are like taller, some of them are shorter, and some of them have like smaller face shapes, some of them have like larger face shapes. All right, but overall it shows like how detailed like this game actually is, because it's made with Unreal Engine 5, not 5, Unreal Engine 4. Okay, where Genshin is made with Unity. But overall the amount of detail they try to like put in the game is actually really immense. Okay, you can see the effort from like them making this game. Next will be combat wise. Okay, so combat is actually one of the biggest comparisons when it comes to like both these games. Okay, so how I wanna say about this is wait, why is my sensitivity so okay? So combat in this game, you only have like 3 characters. Okay, unlike Genshin, you have 4. Alright, you have 3 characters here, but 3 character doesn't mean like their play style and their output is lower. Okay, because in this game there's three different things compared to Genshin. Okay, in Genshin we all know like you will have these 2 upgradable talents and maybe your ulti skill and your basic attack. So what this game does is it went 2 steps ahead of Genshin. So what it does is it gives you a thing called Fort Circuit. So this thing is kind of like your passive, but not your passive. It's like a a bar that every character have, and when their bar is full, they can use their special like passive or special attack. Okay, and they have also have intro skill and outro skill. So what this does is some intro skill have like different effects. Like some they will buff, some they will just like enter another state faster, or some of them will just like amplify damage. Okay, so this is like one of the like interesting things that caught me to continue playing this game. So for information, I played wuwa since day one of its release, like you can see from UID 900358388. Alright, so I never stopped playing this game actually. Okay, I played this game a lot, and because the combat is genuinely fun, like all the skills with like when you combine with different teams, and then like all the enemies just suddenly die, it's going to be fun. Okay, so it's like oh yeah, by the way, you might have realized like something quite normal here, which is you can immediately swap characters. Like they all share independent cooldown. Like I mean, even though it's 1 second, but they all share independent cooldown. So you can just like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just like that. Instead of Genshin, where every time you swap, the whole team share the same cooldown. So that's actually one of the sicko things when I go back and play Genshin. I was like, why can't I just immediately keep swapping characters? Okay, because that just doesn't like really fit my style, because I just like keep spamming buttons on my keyboard. Okay, yeah, so that's one of the things. Okay, next is this game have more feedback when you do like dodge and like attack counters. Okay, so let me kill the small ones first. All right, here. Okay, so what do I mean by we have more feedback? So like this, yeah, that's one really good feedback, because they added dodge counters in this game, which is really good, because you know you're actually dodging. Instead of like in Genshin, if you iframe, then you iframe, you don't know whether if you actually dodged it or not. Yeah, so like this. Then that's a clearly like sign of information where you actually dodged it. Now I'm just waiting for his counter attack. Okay, yeah, since there's no counter attack, so I'll just take it off. Yeah, so like that's like one of the consider more feedback during combat, where Genshin like it doesn't have too much kind of a feedback. It's more like you unloading everything onto the enemy and then they just die. And then when you dodge, you don't really know whether did you dodge or not. And then all you know is like, I just dodge. I'm invincible. That's all. Okay. And this is also like one of the upsides of Wuthering Waves. Alright, next is let me show you a demo of Genshin, like Genshin gameplay. Okay, so in Genshin, normally what happens is like you have 4 units, okay? And 4 units normally you need to have like this so-called elemental resonance to make your team even more powerful. Okay, but in another way, it's kind of like a restriction to the team also. Alright, so for example here I'm running like 2 electric, 1 grass and 1 geo. Alright, and for example I'm going to start with E, and then E, and then I just like do this, and then I just start rotating. Yeah, so like you can see it's, I mean it's not fast enough, it's just like kind of blind, you know. Like when there's no intro outro skill to like make the game interesting, I've been hard swapping and then like just normal swapping and just normal playing for like 3 years already. Or maybe more than 3 years. I don't even know how long I played. Yeah, but I know it's just very long, and I gotten tired of this. Like technically, this kind of mechanics is just hard swapping non-stop. Okay, and then when the cycle ends, you just started with another one. I mean, what? Yes, you technically like when the cycle ends, you start with another one, but there are a lot more combinations than you can actually play. So let me tell you, these 2 units I have in the team is actually both DPS. So as you can see, main damage dealer, and this one is also a main damage dealer. And this one deals higher resonant liberation damage. This one does like resonant skill damage. So both of them are DPS, but somehow I slide them in. They work perfectly well as a team, and it's recognized by like player base, like the wuwa community. Like for those who actually play these two together, they know it works well. Okay. And also, this is one of the things I want to say. They have combat roles and assignment, combat roles assignment to like the units. Like for this one, it will tell you it's a main damage dealer, resonance skill damage, fusion damage amplification, resonance liberation damage amplification. So, and for this one, she is a healer and support. Alright, then they will say support and healer, coordinated attack, damage amplification. Alright, so they address the role like independently to all the characters. Like this one, right? Traction pulls target within range to a specific position. Then this one, like concerto efficiency, which is the thing you use for your next character's intro skill and also her outro skill. Right, and resonance skill damage, coordinated attack, damage amplification. Right, so they address every single character like properly. Instead of like Genshin where you have to like read through the kits or the mechanics to know whether what kind of a character role this is. Right, this game brings you quality of life where you can immediately understand, okay, like whether this character is suitable for my character or whether is it good. Right, so that's also one of the things that after I say. And for reward wise, let's talk about rewards. Okay, I know this video is like extremely long, yeah, but I have no choice. I'm making a comparison between two of the games, and as you all can see, Genshin is like have a lot of flaws on it. Okay. And about this, they give 5 pulls for each banner, which is the 5 standard and 5 character pulls for each version update, and it lasts the whole version. All right, it doesn't just like cap on the like first few days or the first few weeks of the banner. No, it lasts through the entire banner. Okay. And next thing I want to say is this game have 3 types of in-game currency, okay, which is like this one is for your limited character banner. This one is for your standard character and standard weapon banner. Okay, this one is for your limited weapon banner. Okay, why would I say there is a standard weapon banner is because they actually put it out here. So with the existence of standard weapon banner, it means that your limited weapon banner is 100% guaranteed. You don't have to be in Genshin last time. Alright. At first Genshin's weapon banner was a complete scam. Alright. I remember my friend spent like thousands of ringgit Malaysia, because I live in Malaysia, the currency is RM. He spent like thousands of RM just trying to get like an R5 copy. Okay. And that money we all know like when money or currency goes like thousands in Malaysia during that time, it's not a joke. It can literally feed like a person for like 2 3 weeks or maybe 4 weeks, like a month. Okay. Yeah, so and then until like later in the game, um Genshin released the 2 PT on the weapon banner, which is like after you lost two times the weapon, you get the guarantee. Now they reduced to 1, so it's technically like a 50-50 lah. You get and then you just have it lor. If you don't get, then you just need to go for another shot lah. But I personally feel like why not you just learn from Wuthering Waves and then you like just do what they do, because it's a like absolute W from both sides of the players. Because like first the player will definitely be happy because they will be more willing to pull on the weapon banner. Like even though they want to whale, okay, they want to swipe their card, they will be happily to swipe because they know it's 100% guarantee you will get it. It's not like you have to gamble for 50-50 and then you suddenly lost and then you feel like you are so sad you want to quit the game. Alright? And if they want like standard banner, they can just come here and choose their own standard weapon banner. They can choose their own standard weapon banner. Alright? I mean for standard banner character, no, you can't choose, but for weapon you can choose. Okay, and this means that the player, the user, have higher like dominant, okay, like higher dominant when they play the game, so they will feel like much better. And then the company will also be like much better because they will have reputation, better reputation. When everyone tells you like, bro, I'm playing a gacha game, 50-50 again, how many pools? 70, 75? Again, everything, and then you just tell them like, nah, the weapon is guaranteed. Guaranteed within like 80 pools. Alright, maximum 80. You don't have to go too far. Yeah, imagine how everyone is going to be like. When everyone is still stuck in the mindset where your weapon is either 50-50 and you get the one you want, and then suddenly you came out and tell them, bro, what is a 50-50 on a weapon banner? How would they look at you? How would they actually react? I mean, if they still don't want to like recognize the fact, then it's just them being stubborn. But it's a W. It's an obvious W, as we can see. Okay, so for information, I don't know if they still keep my history or not, but let me check. Yeah, so as you can see, this one I got Verity's handle. Okay, that's one 5-star weapon. I actually got the other one. Okay, the other weapon. So these are the signature weapon I got, which is this one is 1, 2, 3, 3 signature weapons I got in total. So these two are standard weapon. I got one from self-choosing and one from the standard banner. So yeah, it's like a really W for the player base and for the like company also. And by the way, I'm a free to play. Some of you might thought like may have the passive thought of like I might actually topped up in this game. So no, I'm a completely free to play. Okay, as you can see, my monthly card, monthly pass is not bought yet. Yeah, so I'm a completely free to play. This is all I save up from like within just one version. I got this much with like one version, or is it two versions? I'm pretty sure it's two, 1.5 or two. Yeah. So this shows like how easy and generous it is for like Wuthering Waves developer, which is Kuro Games, to actually like overcome all the problems and flaws they have. You know, remember the release of Wuthering Waves? Everyone is undergoing like a lot of issues. Like the game have a lot of bugs. The game have a really bad storyline, and then the game is like boring. Okay, and the game have a lot of like issues. Okay, compatibility issues, lag, and all this stuff. Yeah, but that time what Kuro Games did is like what Wuthering Waves did is actually really really brilliant. They released a lot of like apologize letter saying sorry and everything, and meanwhile at the same time they gave players compensation, okay, of the like of all the like in-game currency, which is astrites, I believe. Yeah, like this one, that time they gave like a lot of the like rewards, okay, because like it's just a lot of issues and they just want to like hold their player, okay, so they just like keep giving out things and then keep apologizing. Meanwhile they also fix the things. So even though now like there are less issues and they are no longer just like giving out rewards, but I'm still playing the game because they have a good reputation, as you'll see on the internet. Like if you're still like you never tried Wuthering Waves or you never play the game, like don't judge the book by its cover, because I know there are a lot of people, especially Hoyo Shields, they shit on this game a lot. Okay, the reason why they shit on this game a lot is actually pretty simple. Okay, it's because like they always have that superior mindset where they always say Genshin is better. Okay, do I not think that Genshin is better now? Honestly, no. But last time, yes, Genshin was a great game. Genshin was a great game. Okay, how great is it during the COVID-19 pandemic? It is like epic. Okay, the time it was everything was so good, everything is just like normal. Until suddenly the release of Natlan, I was like, yeah, nah, it's the end. Exploration gatekeep behind paywall is crazy. Alright, Nation of War and Dragons more like Nation of Racism. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Because wuwa did everything better. Like whatever Genshin can do, wuwa can do it also. That's how insane like Wuthering Wave actually is. Okay. So let me see if I have any other things I want to like say. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the comparison I did with the between two of the games. I mean, there are a lot of things I also didn't compare, which is like one of the obvious ones will be this thing. So if you all don't know what this thing is, this thing obviously is a backup. Alright, a backup if your actual like stamina overloads. Okay, and this is something where Genshin could have implemented long time ago. Alright, they just say no, and then they don't want. Alright, they 100% have the capability to do so because they didn't Honkai Star Rail. Alright, and Wuthering Waves did also. So there is no way in the world Genshin cannot do that. Okay, I still don't get the point. What are they planning just not trying to do that? Oh yeah. And another thing I want to show you all is one of the more obvious changes between Genshin and Wuthering Waves. Okay, so Wuthering Waves is um like when you farm. Okay, so let's just pick this thing. Okay, so I believe I made this point in one of my previous videos. Okay, so let's just start with this. Alright, so after finish farming, okay, you can immediately claim the rewards. Okay, but you can keep an eye on here. Something is different from the one you see in Genshin. Okay, in Genshin, you need a thing called condensed resin. Okay, in order to claim double drops. Where in Wuthering Waves, you only need like you no you only need it's like you don't need condensed resin because they just give you to collect double. You don't have to run around collecting crystal flies, or you just use the gadget even though the gadget output is not enough. Okay, like all you need to do is like just prepare enough of your resin or wave plate, go in, claim double, and you're good to go, just like this. Double, and then you can immediately restart. Yeah, so like why couldn't Genshin do this? Why is Genshin still forcing players to collect crystal flies and condense your resin and go and farm, which is not efficient? They could just do this and make the players more efficient when playing the game and more happily. And it's also like so simple. It's just like allowing the player to like get 2 times the things. If Wuthering Waves can do it, why can't Genshin do it? Yeah, so like you can already see the difference between these two games. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Like Genshin is really good and perfect for the past few years is because there is no such like similar game genre to like appear on the market. So the moment where Wuthering Waves came out, I have a feeling that this might force Genshin to step down a bit. Okay, to like actually listen to the players, where they did a bit of listening, but it's still not really the point. Like they are still kind of arrogant, honestly. Okay, yeah, so I think that's all for this video. This is actually a long ass video because I'm doing like all the goods and bads like between these two games, but I believe like this video is more of a one-sided comparison. Okay, so to whoever watching this video, okay, I hope you all like can stand at a more um neutral point of view and comment this video. Okay, if you really want to comment. Okay, because it's not like I don't like Genshin. It's because like Wuthering Waves is better, and I hope that Genshin can learn from the good side of Wuthering Waves, and then yeah, and then just like be better, honestly. I'm not kidding. Like, it's not like I don't love the game. I spent like 400 ringgit in the game. Honestly, for Hu Tao weapon, alright. For those who don't know, okay, during that time, Hu Tao rerun, I I wanted her weapon. Okay, so I put 200 into the game. Alright, the time I was still working. Unlike now I'm studying. Okay, the time I'm still working, and I got two Yelang weapon. Alright, and then I guarantee this. That's why I put 200. And the other time, the 200 is kind of like sponsored by my friend. Okay, for Yoimiya weapon. Alright, that time I think which weapon did I got again? I think it's is it engulfing? I think it's engulfing, or maybe like tissue paper. I forgot which one is it. Yeah, but the time like it was like I really love the game, so I'm like willing to spend. But now, nah, I'm not willing to spend anymore. Like maybe the one I spent is this, right? It's this last time, okay? And about this, why would I spend it is because the time I was so close to a 5 star, and then I spent, and then guess what? Let me show you all. Yeah, this is what I got. A chi. Yeah. Then that pretty much sums up my experience, okay? So it's been an hour plus for this video. Alright, my thoughts are all like said in this game. Like between these two games. Alright. Overall, from the bottom of my heart, I still love Genshin. But not to admit the real fact that Wuthering Waves is a really good game. Okay? For those who are still trashing on this game, had you actually like played the game recently? Okay? Had you all been playing Wuthering Waves recently? Or did you all like not play it yet? Yeah. Or did you all just play version 1, version 1.1, 1.2, and then you were just like quit the game? And then you got your conclusion now, and then say like, oh, the game is trash, the game is bad. Had you all like came back for the most recent version, okay, and try out the game, and then just like give your honest comments, okay, how good the game actually is, and how different is it from both of the games? Like as in the quality of life changes, how the game works, the mechanics and everything. Okay? And by the way, Wuthering Waves have a really good like physics as in a lot of things, right? Like this water ripple. Right? Okay, and like even if your character is like moving on the water, it will just like respond with all the water splashes. Yeah. So that pretty much sums up my thoughts for this game. Okay? Because like when a lot of people Hot Wuthering came out, they all are like coming with kind of like just a hype thought, okay? When after the playing, because we all know version 1 story is not good, okay? It's like kind of rushed. Okay, so a lot of people say it's actually terrible. I agree it's kind of terrible, okay, because it's kind of questionable also, especially GN's companion story. That's also what makes me questionable. All right, but overall after that, their stories start going uphill. Everything of Wuthering Wave is start going uphill instead of downhill. It's going uphill. It's tough, but it's getting a lot better. Like as in the quality of life changes, bug fixes, everything, and then all the new character releases, alright, and the character stories. Not to mention the character stories they did, like ever since like after the Havoc Rover, which is after version 1, I believe. Well, and then the moment they released like Jinxie, right? The moment they release Jinxie, and that is where their stories get really really good. Okay, so Jinxie is here. Yeah, this is where their story becomes really good. And then Changli is also extremely well created when her story is there. Alright. And then Zhi is really good also. Like overall, it's like when you play you will understand, like, and then you will feel empathy, and then you will feel like Like you'll feel like you yourself is brought into the game, and then you are standing at their position to look at this matter of fact. Okay, because in this game they created an environment that will make you like feel like you are the person in the game, instead of like you just being the Jesus. I want to control everything. I want to be like someone that's like the main protagonist. Like this game doesn't really like make it that way. It makes everyone kind of like the protagonist, where everyone is unique. Everyone is just great. Okay? In Genshin there's always one problem. It's like you always see the main character. It's either the main character have to be there, or it's just not there and you feel like the story is missing something. Yeah, this game won't really have that problem. Okay? They make it like really every single character is kind of like independent. Alright? Instead of like them always crying to you for help. No, not really. Yeah, you'll see like moments where character become like they grow up, they become independent and they become better. Yeah, so that technically summarizes up my thoughts for both the games. Okay, this is to be honest, this is a really fair comparison. Okay, I didn't bias any side. Okay, to be that honest, I didn't bias any side. I swear. Okay, I swear I didn't bias any side. Okay, so for those who never played Wuthering Waves, you should actually try the game. Okay, I'm not kidding. I'm not promoting. No promotion is like in this video or anything. Alright, it's just my personal experiences. You can actually try the game because the combat is exciting. Alright, and overall the rewards are generous. Okay. Oh yeah, speaking about rewards, I forget to mention about one important thing. So remember I told you all like echoes, okay, echoes and all the upgrade materials. Okay, I said upgrade materials like unlike Genshin, you use artifacts to upgrade artifacts. Here you can't use echoes to upgrade echoes. You use this thing like the premium seal tube. So this seal tube, okay, sometimes they will just give you like true events. Okay, like this one, they give you 10, 20, and then another 10, you get 40, and then this you get 60. So 60 in my upgrade like journey, I think it's around to bring two 5-star echoes to the max level. Or two or three, I forgot. It's somewhere there. Yeah. And sometimes the event also give like upgrade materials. Which one is it? Yeah, this one. Okay, so for example, this one. Okay, so this one it says Polaroid metallic drip. So if you all still remember any of this, like all these are character talent and weapon level up material. Okay, and for this will be the open world like mob drop. Okay, for more further evidence proof, right, I will show you all here. Right, so use. Yeah, so these things material used for weapon and resonator essential and skill upgrade. So where you can obtain them, exiles. And why is exiles open world mod? Okay, same goes to the other ones. And for this one, I believe I don't have to explain more. So if you are a 1.0 player and you don't simply like just throw your resources and burn it, I believe you will have as much saving as I did, right? According to all of these here. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to like caring about players, player care, okay, and also like um quality of life again. Okay, this term is mentioned a lot of times in this game because Wuthering Waves does a really good quality of life when it comes to like interacting with players and also giving player benefits. So if you're a returning player, right, you want to get like if you have those old DPSs or old characters in your account, because power creep in this game is very lenient. Okay, it's like very lenient or almost non-existing. So like if you have those old DPSs, you can still use them. It's really good. Okay, for example, I'm still using like GN. Okay, the only difference is I have a signature weapon and that's pretty much it. Right, others like talents you can max it obviously, and I don't have any so-called constellations or called resonant chain. Alright, all I have is just like really good echo farm. Right, so here's my ratio like 73 to 74. Right, is he still usable? Yes, obviously he is really really strong, like especially going through like AoE enemies. Right, because he can group up enemies around him. All right. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Yeah, and I think I'm running out of like brain power to continue this topic. Yeah, because I did all the comparisons at night. Okay, so for any of y'all watching all the way here, all right, first, thank you very much for watching me yapping 1 hour. Okay, for this fair comparison. All right, for those who want to share their thoughts, okay, their point of view on this, okay, you can leave your comment down below as usual. All right, and if you find this like true, or if you find this like kind of useful, you can share it and like help me promote a bit, okay, because recently I'm kind of blur. Yeah, okay, so I think that's pretty much all. Okay, so thank you guys for watching all the way here. Yeah, appreciate it if you actually spend 1 hour of my time watching. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Yeah, bye.